Hey guys, I'm not sure if I'm on or not, but here we are. It's Wednesday morning. Anyway, it's a little bit bright out here, so I'm going to be wearing my my sunglasses, and we're at week 6 with my wrist healing, and I can do some modified plank exercises. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm so excited about that. Let me tell you, I'm so excited to be working my upper body, even in the slightest little bit. So today I'm going to have you grab your bench or your chair. I think everyone has at least a chair available in their house, because this is a valuable prop that you can use to really work on sculpting your body in certain areas and certain muscle groups. But I want you guys to know, I'm not about just vanity here. We're about sanity. So working out is really for your mental health, and your mental health, it is related and cellularly connected to you physically. So I want you guys to attend and be available for functional fitness. This is not about growing the best looking booty on earth. It's not about, you know, having the chiseled 8-pack abs, although that would be nice, right? And by the way, that 6-pack abs are made in the kitchen. It's all about your nutrition and how clean you want to eat. If you want to obtain that sort of aesthetics. But if you're here just for sanity, and you're here to be able to live a higher quality of life and function and be able to do the things that you love to do, that is what I'm about. I'm about being able to grow older gracefully and be able to do the things that I still desire to do without limitations. And I hope that that's the journey that you guys are on as well. I'm not about complete weight loss in the fast interim. I'm about weight management and functionality. And I really hope that that's why you're here as well. Anyway, you guys ready to get started? Yay! Okay, don my sunglasses. And I am not going to be able to see you or hear you, but I hope you're with me. All right, so we have a chair. All right, and the first thing I want to do is make sure that we're getting our core work. Hopefully you guys have already done your warm-up. I don't care what you did. You walked around the block, you cleaned your toilets, whatever it is, it's what you're doing to activate and raise your heart rate within your system here. So we're going to do some core work first, all right? So I want you to sit in your chair. Well, not really sit, but to start with, I want you to get to the edge of your chair, hold on to your chair. I'm going to just lift up and tap your feet about 20 times. If I lose count, you guys need to keep counting, because you know how bad I'm at that. So exhale as you pull in, and what I mean by that is you need to really exhale, and how do I say this? It's like deflating your beach ball, or you're deflating your inflatable mattress. And not just really, you know, blowing out all the air, but really fogging your mirror and making sure that your midsection is tight, okay? By the feeling of my thighs, I think I'm around 20. Ooh, yes I am. Yes I am. Okay, now I'm going to use my chair to hold on to and be in like an incline plank, okay? So I'm here, and I'm just going to pull my knees, right? Up, up. And I want to do about 20 each leg. And if you don't do 20, that's okay. Do what you can. Meet me where you're at. Don't meet me where I'm at. And you're exhaling again. The whole reason why you're exhaling is because you're training your muscles, your transverse abdominal muscles, to hold everything in tight. Kind of like a support system for your spine. like a corset. You guys keep hearing me say that term, don't you? And I think that's about 20. Again, if I forget to count, you guys are counting on your own, or not. Doesn't matter. Okay, so now we've got 2 back-to-back core exercises, right? Now what I want to do is a little bit of cardio. And the way I'm going to have you do that is we're going to do some lunges. So, really, how about sideways? We'll go with sides. So, you're back here, and if you're just warming up, you're just going to step back, alternate one leg at a time. If you're warmed up, you're going to actually jump. Got it? Okay, so when I say 20, here I mean like 10 each leg. I don't know where I'm at, but I'm going to do like 3 more, 2, and 1, and now you're going to get a sip of water. Where's my water bottle? Here I go. You're going to get a sip of water real quick. We're going to start all over again. Okay? So, let's do that. Have a seat and lift. Now here's a variation. Instead of just lifting your knees straight up and down, I want you to lift side to side. I want you to bring your knees towards the opposite shoulder and breathe. And yes, we are going to do a total of 20. Remember, you're keeping your corset on tight, very supportive. My thighs are burning. I'm sure yours are too. I'm gonna do 1 more, and that's that. Okay, now this time, if you don't want to have an incline plank, well, get down. Get down on your floor. Get down on your carpet. Or if you're out on your back patio, get down on your patio. Okay, pull, pull. Now these are mountain climbers. If you don't want to go that fast, just step in. Here's a variation. Bring the knee to the opposite elbows. Now you're going to get some obliques in there, okay? And you can also pick up the pace on this. I want you to do 20 each side. I think that's about 20. Okay, now we're coming back up. A little bit of cardio, and that was cardio for me. Maybe it was for you, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But here we doing lunges for your cardio. So here we go. 4, 5. I'm halfway done. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, take a sip of water. Taking a sip of water is super important. Especially if you're in high altitude like I am. Park City is 7,000 feet altitude. I honestly think I'm a little higher because where I'm at exactly is a little higher than 7,000. I believe maybe about 72. Okay, so we're going back to the top of this particular circuit. You know my 3x3 circuits, right? 3 exercises, 3 sets of how many ever repetitions you do, or if you want to time it. So this time, I'm gonna lift and I'm just gonna kick and kick. I'm gonna try to do 20. I can't guarantee that I will. You're gonna try it as well. Or you will do as many as you can, and then you're gonna lift, all right? If you wanna do that and balance and not hold on to it, your chair, do it. If you wanna, and twist. So this is another variation of like a Russian twist. I have to believe that I think I did 20. So we're going to go back now into that plank. You can do the incline plank here or all the way down onto the floor. That's where I'm at right now. That should tell you. That's how strong I'm getting. And I'm doing it in little baby steps. So come along with me in the baby steps. Okay, and this time I'm doing my opposite knee to elbow. Got to work through the waistline. Your obliques are very, very important into your core. And I think that I got there. Okay, so that was 3. Yeah, so now we're moving on. Get some water. And we're gonna move on to upper body. And I'm gonna have to show you some variations. The thing is that I'm not quite sure where I'm at with my upper body quite yet. But I'm gonna try to do what I tell you to do. How's that? All right, so we've got the high bench of your chair. We're gonna try to do, and my chair is not really all that, okay, I'm gonna try to get it on flat. There we go. So we have a high bench of the chair, and we're gonna try to do 10 to 20 push-ups. Now the higher your platform is, where you're gonna hold on to with your hands, the easier it is for push-ups, right? So I want you to do the variation that is challenging to you. So I'm gonna take it down. Oh, check me out. Whoa, but I better make sure that I don't push that chair over. So I'm keeping my elbows close to my ribs. The reason why is because I want to engage my triceps. Believe me, I have been really, my muscles have been disappearing on me since I've been healing my wrists. So you're going to keep your elbows close to your wrist, come down as far as you're able to. Also, try not to wear your shoulders as your earrings. I mean, you know, you're going to wear some other earrings that are prettier than your shoulders, right? So I like to describe it like a turtle. You got to get your turtle head out of your shell. Don't sink in and hide in your shell. Keep your head out of your shell. I have no idea how many I've done, but I think I'm at the end. So that's your triceps and your chest, right? Now we're gonna go into really work into our triceps and our inner pecs, and that's dips. Forewarning here, I haven't tried this for myself. So let's see how we do. You wanna take your thumbs and you want to sit on them, okay? So put your thumbs underneath your booty and then right on the edge of your bench. I'll be honest with you, I'm a little anxious about this. So I'm only going to go down as low as I can. Now notice where my feet are. My feet are as close as I can get them to the bench. And you want to do as many as you can. If you are stronger than I am, and I bet you are, you can move your feet further out and you can dip down a little lower, right? Just keep your tush close to the edge of your bench. So let's say we got like 15, 20 of those in. Yes, perfect. I really don't know if I got that in, but I'm gonna say that I did. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a jumping jack. But if you can do this, great. If you can't, then you're going to take it out to the side. And notice what my toes are doing. I'm turning my toes outwards, not perpendicular like a typical squat, but I'm doing like a plie squat because I want to get into my inner thighs and my outer hips. Okay, so that's your glute meads and your adductors. Adductors are very important for the stabilization and support of your knees. So you're doing a total of 20. I'll bet you're there or more. If you're past me, great. I'm gonna say that I'm there. Let's get some water. Now, we're gonna go back to push-ups. And if you can go from a higher platform to a lower, and gradually get yourself stronger and stronger, do that. If you are all the way down onto the floor and on your knees, do that. What I think I'm gonna do here, let me show you. We're gonna go wide. So go as wide as you can, okay? And the reason why we're doing wide push-ups is because we're working on that bra fat. You guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, you women, maybe some men, I don't know, but you know what I'm talking about. We're gonna try to do 20, or you guys are, I don't know. Let me give you a tip. Try to keep your hips down, aligned between your ankles and your shoulders. Meaning, I don't want you to do a push-up with your hips in the air. You gotta bring the whole body down and up so you can incorporate your core. The wider you go with these push-ups, the more you're going to really work on the outer edges of your pecs. That's what we want, right? Okay, let's pretend that I just did 20 of those. Now you're gonna get back and do your dips again. So, sit on your thumbs, keep your elbows close to your ribs, down and up, okay? Exhale, I want you to breathe out as you push back up to start position. I always call start position home, so as you go home, I want you to exhale. And remember, if you can tie in your exhale, your breath, with your core set tightening, then you're always going to think about, oh, I'm working my abs at the same time. And that's what we want to do. Eventually, as you keep practicing this, what you end up doing is it becomes second nature. And then you end up taking a walk or you end up driving your car and you're working your core because you're tightening your core, you're exhaling, you're breathing, right? Tell me you're breathing. If you're not breathing, I just don't know what to say. Okay, back to jumping jacks. I'm gonna keep it low for half of them, and then I'm gonna take it up higher for the other half, okay? Are you out of breath yet? I purposely wanted to add some cardio to this workout today. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes, water, repeat, water, repeat. Sounds kind of like your washing machine cycle, doesn't it? Wash, rinse, and repeat. All right. Now, if you are able to do your push-ups all the way down on your knees, I'm gonna try it again, first time. You're witnessing this. I don't know if it's possible, but I'm gonna come down to my knees. Go wide, wide, wide with your arms. Take it down as low as you can. Now, I'm not able to go flat-handed yet with my wrist, and I honestly think that's all I can manage right now for this set. You go as wide as you can, and I'm gonna take my elevated incline. Go wide, okay? Just as many as you guys can, up to 20. If you go past 20, that's great. I'm gonna say, you can't beat push-ups. You really need to be strong enough to push or pull your own weight. I think I'm gonna be sore tomorrow. All right, now we're going back to dips. So we have that bench, right? Sit on your thumbs. If you don't have a bench and you wanna do it on the floor, Be my guest, as long as you're sitting on your thumbs. Okay, I'm gonna take my feet out where I can manage. And I think I'm only gonna do 10 because, as I said, I'm expecting to be super sore tomorrow. If not today. You guys do as many as you can. This is our third set for the upper body circuit. Yeah, I think that's all I got. Okay, so now we're up to doing our cardio segment of this circuit. I'm gonna go all jumping jacks, okay? Okay, I'm halfway there. Go 10 more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's get some water and let's change it up. Let me tell you guys, and I kind of doubt if this is true, but if you don't have a bench, I mean, if you guys sit on pillows to eat dinner with, and there are some cultures that do that, nothing wrong with that. I do know you have a toilet, right? You could use the toilet seat in your bathroom. And it's probably a good thing that I'm not watching you do this workout, because it would be entertaining for me. And please know, I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing with you. Let's get this going. All right, guys, we're gonna do squats. I want you to use your seat, your bench, your toilet seat. Okay, the first set, feet about a little wider than hip width apart, and just barely tap your tush on the seat and then come back up. Let's go for 20. If you don't want to tap, that's fine. Just know that you're trying to reach for something that low, right? That's what you're doing. Notice that my toes are perpendicular. I'm pointing straight ahead, and I'm getting my butt all the way back there. That's because I don't want to do this. Notice the difference in the knee angle? I'm protecting my knees, and I do have not the healthiest or youngest knees, youngest is key word. So I'm turning my toes up, and I'm taking my hips as far back as I can. So I'm actually engaging a little bit more hamstring, a little bit larger, because the quads are always on. Quads are always working. And I can't get my hips to go lower than that without hurting my knees. Let's say that was 20. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna step up onto the bench. No, we're not doing 20 each leg. We're only gonna do 10 each leg. So right leg here, or you can hold on. Okay? 2, or you can do I Dream of Jeannie. If you know I Dream of Jeannie, that show, then you must be around the same age or generation as I am. I'm halfway there. Okay, 5 more. Woo! 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let me just tell you guys, it doesn't necessarily really matter how high your bench is, but the higher your bench is, and I say measure it with your kneecap. Let's see if the bench comes to your kneecap. If you can step up that high, you're gonna really lift your derriere. 10 other leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, oh boy, 6, 5, 4, 3. Why does 10 feel like it's such a long number? 2, 1 more. Okay. Now for our cardio, we're gonna do speed skaters. So here and here, just alternate. Notice I want you to keep your hips right here, aligned with your shoulders. So if you keep your fingers right here at the hips, you'll know if you're not aligned, right? If that hip wants to go back, off of your shoulder alignment. You want to pick it up? Let's go right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Water. Water for me. Okay. I'm changing up the step ups, okay? What I'm going to do now is turn this bench towards you. Let's hope that my chair is stable. That'll do, that works. Okay, I'm gonna take it to the side. We're gonna step up and down. 2, holding on to it. 3, or not. 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 2, 1 more right here. Okay, other side. I'm out of breath. I feel like this circuit is all cardio, and it just might be. 1, 2, yes. 3, 4. Okay, now I'm halfway there. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Out of breath. Do you want to know something? I just realized I forgot the squats. My good friend Hillary Ryder, you would probably point that out to me if you were right here in person. I forgot the squats, so guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and straddle this chair, turn my toes out, down and up for 10 to 20. My toes are still pointing up towards the sky though, because I want all my weight in my heels. I want the effort to be in my inner thighs, my adductors, and my glutes, right? Now let's do this. As you stand up, I want you to exhale, zip up your skinny jeans. Keep those jeans on super tight. Do you remember back in the day when we were wearing Calvin Klein or Jordache jeans and we'd have to lay on the bed to zip them up? If you do, then I know you're my age. Okay, so we did squats, we did step ups, and now we're doing speed skaters for the cardio. All right, so here we go. Take it down if you can. You go at your pace. Don't worry about my pace at all. As I'm sweating and the sweat is dripping into my eyes. Here's what I do want you to do. Now whichever pace you're going at, keep your hips aligned with your shoulders. I'm just dropping down to touch the ground so I can make sure that I'm getting down low enough to really call on those bigger, larger leg muscles, right? Okay, water, we got 1 more set. Wow, we're going a lot faster this week than we did last week. I don't know if you noticed, and I definitely want you guys to raise your hands and comment. Was last week a long session? It was an hour. Whoa. All right, we are now changing things up last time. So, we're here, right? I definitely want you to hold on to the back of your chair. And what you're gonna do is we're starting up, not down. You're gonna step down and back up, and we're alternating the legs. Watch the angle change, because I'm gonna change it up on you guys, okay? So we got 1, 2, side, 3, 4. Take it back, 5, 6, 7, 8, back, and side. Halfway there. Back, and side. Back, side. Okay, take it back again. Last time with the back side. Now let's go to the side and side. Now I held on to make sure I didn't fall. But if you have enough balance and you do I Dream of Jeannie arms, really great stuff, great work. Balance is one of our key components, right? I think you remember that. Okay, so now we're going back to squats. I really changed the sequence of this, didn't I? Okay, so now we're going back to squats, but we're going to step it outside, come back, and step it outside. Notice what I'm doing with my toes. I'm going outwards, coming back perpendicular, turned out, perpendicular. Why do you think I'm doing that? I could tell you, but I would really like to hear from you guys, okay? I don't know how many I've done, but how about you guys comment? Tell me, why am I turning my toes out? I kind of already said so in the last set. I guess I'm just testing to see if you're listening and paying attention. All right, woo! Yes. I'm gonna do just one more because I've lost count. You should not be surprised at that. And there I am. Woo. Okay, so I did last set of the step ups or step downs, and then I did last set of squats, and my heart is beating pretty fast. Half of that is due to altitude. I'm not quite accustomed to it. The other half is that I'm deconditioned. Haven't been really pushing myself to the point that I can. But now let's go to speed skaters. And you guys probably have already done speed skaters. But if you are still doing speed skaters, then stay with me, challenge yourself, and keep doing these speed skaters to the end, all right? I'm gonna do 3 more, 2, and 1. All right, that was the third, final set of the third circuit of today's exercise. I don't think we went as long as we did last week, but I'm so glad you guys tuned in. So, trivia this week. Why did I turn my toes out when I did my squats? I want to hear from you. And here's what I'd like to say. How about you post, if possible, you post the answer on your page and just tag Pure Science. The other thing I was going to say is that I'm in week 2 of the stairs workout. Oh, and that's why I'm a little sore. So here I've been doing the Grappa Italian restaurant stairs. Yes, I'm giving them a shout out. And no, I'm not sponsored by them. And I was mistaken in my count of steps for last week. I thought there was only 220 steps going up one way. And they're not completely steep, but you know, if you're at high altitude, holy cow, oh. Well, I was mistaken. There's 230 steps. So this week what we're doing is 8 sets of those stairs. Yes, I said 8. And in between the sets, of course, it's up to you. In between the sets, we're doing lunges, we're doing push-ups, and we're doing plank knee pulls. You guys can see that post earlier from this week. It's on the Facebook page, okay? Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in and choosing me to be with you. I appreciate that you guys choose me. I truly do. Anyway, have a great day. Okay, how do I turn this off now? I think that's it.